I'm not trying to sell you on something that you don't need. You've lost trust in me. You're not going to want to work with the protocol. You're not going to have good results. I wanted to educate men so that they can meet with a clinician like yourself, somebody who genuinely cares, and so they can advocate for their best outcome.
Remind me, did you start brick and mortar? Did you start how did you start your clinic?
Yeah, we started off in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, with an office down there, based off of what's known as Veterans Boulevard. And quite frankly, I haven't been to Murfreesboro in years since we moved. But it's grown massively. That's why we left. Yes, we started off with brick and mortar. Then you know what? Lo and behold, COVID happens. We're like, why not? Let's do telehealth. Why not? This is going to force us to flip the script and learn something different. And so, I mean, we've been rolling with it. Patients love it. Patients think, well, why would I want to take a day off work, drive up there, sit in the office when I could literally just take a piss break and get on the phone with you? It makes it so much more convenient. Yes, that's how we started.
Before COVID, did you have multiple state licenses, or when COVID happened, were you like, oh my gosh, I'm reading the tea leaves here. I see where this is going.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the latter. Yeah. COVID said, you know what? Here's an opportunity. If, God gives you signs, man. Sometimes we don't pay attention to them. Sometimes we deny them. But at the end of the day, the good Lord is the one who dictates and directs us. So we just got to keep our eyes peeled for it. And if that opportunity comes, then take it, open that door, see what happens.
Yeah. It's funny because looking back, I think I'm trying to think here. I probably started seeing a lot of your stuff like on TikTok and YouTube and stuff, probably right a little after COVID times and stuff. And I think, Justin, you're one of those few guys who, like you said, God gives you this opportunity and you ran with it, man. And you did such an amazing job of attempting to... I think you were really one of the first people who truly attempted to educate men on what testosterone replacement therapy is, what it is not, who is this really for, what can it be used for, who can do it, who can qualify, educating patients about the size of the needle and where to inject, and like all the things that were like, man, there's so much value in what Justin's putting forward. And again, you're just putting this out there on YouTube and TikTok for the most part, right? I mean, it's not like you're going to 20,000 different conferences. I mean, I know you've also spoken at conferences, but I mean, you really took advantage of, we're in a moment in time where everything's kind of closed up. And there's no reason for me to just simply shut down. In fact, this is a phase of growth and an opportunity. And I just thought that it's so endearing in many ways, because again, you were probably also one of the first guys who I thought, man, this guy, he's just willing to give. And it doesn't appear that there's any real, like hook around it. Like you're seriously just like, hey, I want men to know that they don't have to live this way. They don't have to be miserable. They can be better. They can be better for their wives, their children, for their communities. And I can help you with, I mean, amongst other things, strength conditioning, diet, but also TRT, I can be a part of that journey. And if you would like to learn more, I'm here. I was like, man, that's so good, because a lot of the videos that I saw previous to that, it still had a little bit of that, and I hate to say it this way, but I'll say it, like a meathead flair to it. It was either kind of corny and tacky, or it was just a sales pitch. Like it was just a commercial for their clinic, versus like you just going out and saying, no, I'm telling you, this is the right way to do it. And let me kind of explore TRT with you. Did you realize that going into it, or did that just come kind of naturally to you?
My goal was always to give men as much information as possible so they can advocate for themselves. I didn't give a darn if they come to us or not. I don't care. And the reason, my philosophy behind that is because there's always going to be plenty of clinics. There's always going to be plenty of clients. There will never be a shortage of patients for you, for me, for your audience. There will never be a shortage of patients. There won't. But I want to advocate for men so they can make the best decision for themselves. I didn't want men to become victims to just private equity traps. I didn't want that. So I wanted to educate men so that they can meet with a clinician like yourself, like myself, somebody who genuinely cares, and so they can advocate for their best outcomes. Again, it was completely free, no ulterior motives whatsoever. And that's how I continue to make my content. I just want men to stand up for men, so to speak.
Yeah, I love that, man. And even as a colleague, I'll share this for those of you who maybe aren't familiar with Justin. Justin is one of those guys who, again, early on, I started seeing this. First of all, I know Justin's licensed in Tennessee and many other states. And, every now and then we're in these Facebook groups, right? And someone would say, hey, I'm looking for a provider in Tennessee who could maybe help me with a male patient. And sometimes I would see Justin tag another nurse practitioner who is also in Tennessee, or a couple of them, like, hey, these people are great. And I thought, what the heck is this guy doing? Like, it doesn't, he has a business. He's like the guy. But again, what was so endearing about you was like, okay, this guy really, he has no, first of all, like you said, you have no ulterior motive. And secondly, you don't have a scarcity mindset, and you don't just say that out loud. You practice it every day, which is, look,
Sure.
there's plenty of fish in the sea here, guys. Like there are millions of men who desperately need TRT, and they will find
Absolutely.
their way to us. Yeah, I love that, man. I think that's such a cool thing about you.
Man, if you align with the right colleagues, you trust people with them. So, I mean,
Yeah.
I believe that anybody that's been educated through your content, I believe people that go to clinicians that are trained under you, they're going to be fine. They will be beyond well taken care of. So yes, I totally don't believe in scarcity mindset. I just want patients to not become victims to private equity cash grabs. That I do not like. I'm not going to name any companies. We already know them, because those patients, they all get the same protocol. They get charged $300 a month. They get terrible service, and they get left high and dry when they have problems.
Yeah. Justin, everybody wants to know this, and I'm sure people ask you all the time. What's your secret, man? How did you do it? How did you get all these male patients? How did you become so successful? And of course, I'm sure there's a laundry list of things you could name. Maybe give those who are listening, because you've given a lot of really good advice already, but can you give the people who are listening some of the top, like, what were the 2 or 3 things that you felt like you did, whether it was like purposeful or maybe somewhat accidental? What were those things that you did that stood out to you, that you said, man, this has made an amazing difference in my business?
And this is my honest opinion. Okay. I truly believe if you be your authentic self, that will work the best in your favor. Anytime I get on, present content, speak to people, speak with patients, the way I'm talking to you right now, I shoot people straight. This is me. If they can connect with me like this, be my authentic self, great. We'll have a wonderful working relationship. I think truly just being true to who you are is the most powerful gift that we have as people and clinicians. I'm not trying to sell you on something that you don't need. And if I did, then you come to me and you don't need it, then you've lost trust in me. You're not going to want to work with the protocol. You're not going to be compliant. You're not going to have good results. So I think for anybody watching, for any clinician listening, the best gift you have is being you and sticking to the authenticity of being yourself. Because again, people will connect with people. At the end of the day, most clients, they go somewhere they feel comfortable with, and they work with people that they can connect with. That's why, who cares about all the big box clinics popping up? You'll hear them on the radio all the time. Big box clinics, all yada, 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 private equity clinics. Those are they're paying for your advertising, man. They are blasting, radio ads, internet ads. People will go there, but they don't last. They come to folks like you and me. They come to folks that they can connect with, they can call, they can speak to when they have problems. So I think for anyone listening, number 1, 2, and 3 is be true to yourself, be authentic. People connect with that. I can't even think of a close second, man.
It's the best advice I've ever heard. I mean, I think, again, speaking to your business, when I hear about people, when I see people recommend you, which they do a lot, and I love that, they don't say the Restore Clinic. I don't even know if half the people know that's the name of your clinic. And I think that's a good sign.
Sure.
It's a good sign. I think it's a good sign in the sense of like, oh, no. Like Justin is the brand. Like we know Justin Gross. Mm-hmm. Like he just so happens to own this clinic, and that's where you can go see him. I mean, that's again not unlike if we think about Steve Jobs and Apple or something, right? Like your
sure.
identity and who you are, and that authentic self stands out so much more than just if you talked about the Restore Clinic all day long. Like, the name of your business, the building, whatever it is, like, ultimately it's kind of boring. I can't really connect with that. But what I can connect with on a very human level is Justin. And Justin is married, and Justin has a kid, and Justin takes HRT, and Justin educates about that. He's really into strength and conditioning, and so am I. So I think for a lot of men, and I'm not trying to blow smoke here, but I think for a lot of men, you captured something, which is, that's who I want to be. Like, when I think about myself, and hopefully if I start this journey of testosterone replacement therapy, I hope I can be a reflection of what Justin is, strong, fit, sound mind, happy family, successful in the sense of like what men really truly want, not flashy shit and all that stuff, which is, whatever.
Being happy is the ultimate goal.
Yeah. Absolutely. And sharing and not being afraid to speak about these sorts of things. So, for anybody who's listening, seriously, when you watch Justin's content, which I highly recommend you do, on TikTok, especially, and YouTube, what you see is what you get. And it's really, again, I use the term endearing because I think that's what drove me to say, I really like this Justin guy. I really want to connect with him and learn more about him. And I think that's what your patients have felt as well.
Thank you so much for checking out this clip and tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it. If you really liked it, I definitely recommend that you click here to watch the whole entire video where I go into much more detail. Thank you again for joining, and I'll see you there.